What's up, everybody? I don't know what's going on with the chat. Yeah, no, yeah, go right back. Ooh, one person already. What's up? Make sure you put that like, hit that like button. Yeah, boy. This is your WWE Smackdown review. Also got some news that's going on too. And one of the news that I heard is John Cena may be going against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam this year. Uh, how do I feel about that? We've seen it already before at No Mercy, but I don't mind seeing it again now because we will have a heel versus baby face, not a baby face, half well, I can't say half baby face, half heel because it was all the way baby face John Cena and Roman Reigns at that time, but they were the corny baby faces that fans was cheering them, and then you had fans that was booing them. That's not a real baby face unless you know, unless you are likable. Uh, Cena's not likable from a lot of fans, as well as Roman Reigns too. Uh, hey, I know y'all see that crack on my wall right there. Don't be making fun of me. I was playing. Don't worry, I'm just starting out with a YouTube channel right now, so pretty soon I'm gonna get all that fancy stuff, all the lighting and all that stuff to make my videos look better. Trying to buy a camera right now. Uh, Saving up so I can buy a Canon or a Nikon. So pretty soon my video is gonna be looking way more better than this. And I'm about to do my room, give it like a whole remodel. You're gonna see like pictures in the back. Go ahead and go to fathead.com, whatever. Put some wrestlers in the back, do something. But yeah, SmackDown last night. Oh yeah, going back to Cena news. Yeah, Cena versus Roman Reigns, SummerSlam. We'll see how that goes. I'm also hearing that the Undertaker's gonna come out of retirement. If Undertaker coming out of retirement, then do not come out of retirement unless you're willing to put over new talent. Here's the thing. I think I said it before in here. I'm gonna say it again. The Undertaker is my favorite wrestler of all time. Uh, and I was just talking to my uncle last night about it. He was talking about, yeah, The Rock and Batista is his favorite wrestler. He's like, Undertaker. He said, I think over Undertaker. In so many words, he's trying to say Undertaker is overrated because he's saying, well, Undertaker been in the WWE for decades, 90s and all that. But here's the thing, there's no character like the Undertaker. We just started to see a Bray Wyatt. For a long time, we didn't find nobody that seemed like they can take over the being the face of fear. Excuse me, for WWE. So Undertaker got a special character. He's not overrated. I mean, if somebody was saying Hulk Hogan was overrated, I'll get it. Understand if they said that because Hulk Hogan never really had a out of the ordinary character like the Undertaker had. Like Hulk Hogan had a normal character, which is baby face, and then when he got cool when he turned heel, and he was with NWO, New World Order in WCW. Now that was the cool Hulk Hogan, but the babyface Hulk Hogan is overrated. I feel like I'm not taking anything away from Hulk Hogan because it wouldn't be no WWE or no WrestleMania without him because he started the whole Hulkamania, and he was like the first big face of the company for WWE next to Bruno Sammartino, who was also a big time wrestler back in the older days too. But other than that, all I can say to you is still the Undertaker had that special character that nobody has even beat yet. But at the same time, the reason why we ain't getting those new stars and all that too, because of people like the Undertaker keep coming back and burying talent. Like I didn't understand why people were sitting around talking about some Undertaker versus AJ Styles, best match of the year. AJ Styles lost. And Undertaker left the door like I'm starting to say Undertaker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to say this. Like I say, I'm not gonna be biased here. I'm gonna give you the best honest review here in the WWE reviews that I give you. Undertaker is a selfish wrestler. Okay, I have to say that because he's been doing that. But only time he's not selfish is when he's facing Brock Lesnar. Oh, you'll let Brock Lesnar beat you all day. But all these new talent that's out here, you won't let them beat you. You know, even with this whole copy with AJ Styles, the best wrestler and all that. And you know, Undertaker would say something respectful about AJ Styles and his WWE, not just his WWE career, his career overall, going to Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor and all that stuff. You know, we'll hear all that stuff, but you will never see Undertaker, put over AJ Styles, though. Did you put him over at WrestleMania? No. So I'm not buying into the Undertaker thing unless he's coming back to put over a new talent. If he's coming back just to bury another talent, he might as well just stay retired. Okay? Because look at Shawn Michaels. He put his career on the line and just so he can, not, even though he's still like, they kind of fucked it up by letting Shawn Michaels come back. Shawn Michaels supposed to stay gone. He don't need to be coming back after he got his career taken from the Undertaker. And Ric Flair kind of, I don't know if he kind of came. I think he kind of came back too a little bit. Not WWE necessarily so, but I think he wrestled another wrestling company for a while. And then he retired from there, and then came back to WWE to support his Charlotte Flair or whatever. But I don't know, like Undertaker, if he's coming back, you better come back and give one person. I'll be happy if he did it for Aleister Black or Finn Balor, but it's better if he come back and have a WrestleMania match with Bray Wyatt and put his fucking career on the line and let Bray Wyatt win. So Bray Wyatt would have that big push on when the Undertaker does retire. You would have a Bray Wyatt who was revived, who was resurrected in the WWE. See what I'm saying? But if I don't know, hey, whoever watching, comment, say whatever you want to say too about this show, Smackdown that happened last night or whatever. We're about to get into the review too as well. But think I heard too about Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar might be making his return. Pretty much, I bet Brock Lesnar is going to make his return on SmackDown. Well, no, it's not going to be on SmackDown. But probably going to be on the first Raw with audience. Because SmackDown is going to be the first show with the audience or whatever. But I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to be coming out. It's already been advertised that Edge, Sasha Banks is going to be there. Uh, which kind of make me believe Sasha Banks is going to win a Money in the Bank this year, and she's coming back just in time for Money in the Bank. And I don't think Money in the Bank is July 16th, is the what 20th. They probably gonna be like, oh, the last person or the person that's going to replace this person to be in a Money in the Bank contract match is going to be Sasha Banks. That's what they probably gonna do for SmackDown. I'm ready for that to happen. I mean, because it would be too late for her to be trying to come back and be like, oh, I want to face uh, Bianca Belair for the title. The pay per view is in like what, 3 days or whatever, 2 days. I'll be 2 days. So it would be too late for Sasha Banks to be like, oh, I want a WWE title match. I want to make if WWE do go that dumbass route, which I wouldn't be surprised if they do this. They do so much stupid stuff now. Like we better get into SmackDown. Why I say it's stupid. Uh, again, they're here going another roll up tonight, even though it was only one roll up. Thank God. I gotta remember what match ended up in a roll up too, which was stupid. Oh yeah, it was the main event. But yeah, uh, yeah, Brock Lesnar might be coming back, and I guess he's gonna be coming back to face Bobby Lashley. Now that gives it time for SummerSlam, you know. Or unless he probably ain't gonna make his return to Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank is gonna be the first pay per view with audience. Pretty much, unless they like, it wouldn't make sense for them to have Raw and SmackDown be would have live audience, but not Money in the Bank. So that would be dumb and retarded. So and the one Vince McMahon, he'll probably do that stupid shit. It'll be so much stupid shit that happens in WWE now. I don't know if we be surprised no more when I see it. I really don't. Okay. Uh, we're gonna talk about the show now, but I don't think I talked about Velveteen Dream yet. Velveteen Dream got accused of. uh, messing with girls or whatever, uh, messing with underage girls and even I think boys too. I think they said I didn't really get into it, but I know he getting accused of something, so that's why he got released as well as the budget cuts. So he was a part of the budget cuts as well too. So already you already got something on your name that's not right. That's really pretty much fucked up. So now here it goes that the budget cuts has happened. So you know your ass was next to get fired and get taken out of there. I hope he didn't do it, but I love Velveteen Dream when he was in NXT. Um, he had the Prince character. That was his character was based on Prince. You know, the legendary Prince. I wear his shirt like the other video was Monday Night Raw, and also too. Oh yeah, I didn't do no NXT review. I gotta do it. Which I'm gonna do it for the next show. The reason why people it's not just I know people like, well, you ain't do the NXT review yet. Well, the reason why I didn't do the NXT review yet is because I'm still trying to learn these wrestlers. There's a lot of new wrestlers since the last time I watched NXT. So I'm gonna do one this Wednesday. I promise. I'm starting being on my shit. I haven't been on my shit lately like I should. And the reason why is because I work hard at my job that I work at. And I gotta watch that Army of the Dead because everybody at my job been talking about that movie, Army of the Dead. It made me not want to watch it because you put zombies on a WWE show, WrestleMania Backlash. And this was supposed to be WrestleMania Backlash, something that's supposed to be like a part two of WrestleMania, I guess. And you fucked it up with zombies. I ain't about to talk about that no more because it's kind of died down. We ain't talking about it no more. At least I think because I haven't really been on the internet. But I did get some news, which I just told y'all about the three main wrestlers. This is why we gotta start making stars because look, you try to bring Cena back, you try to bring and there's really nobody for Rubber Reigns right now, so I don't mind seeing the Cena versus Rubber Reigns. That might be the reason why he's coming back. SmackDown because I'm hearing he's advertised to come back from SmackDown July 16th. Excuse me. I don't mind seeing that match. Roman Reigns versus John Cena is already a story behind it. And the story is Cena trying to be a 17-time champion, breaking for this record. Roman Reigns got to be the guy to stop him from doing that. Cena is going to be a 17-time champion one day, but right now they're going to have fun with it. They're going to tease you, make you think, okay, Cena's going to win this time, and he's not. And that SummerSlam was going to be that one of the moments when he looked like he about to be a 17-time champion, break Ric Flair's record, but it's not going to happen. Wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte Flair break her old damn record before Cena. Every time I look around, the title's on her damn shoulder, or her waist. Yeah, but Roman Reigns versus Cena at SummerSlam, Ramon, Brock Lesnar versus oh Lord, that would be two dream matches: Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, Cena versus you know Roman Reigns. But I really don't want to see her last the best right now because the way y'all been booking Lashley, we all know that Brock Lesnar gonna chew his ass up and take him to Suplex City. That's just what I think is gonna happen. Because the way y'all been booking Bobby Lashley, y'all been making him like a complete utter fool, like a fool for real. Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about Raw. We're gonna talk about SmackDown. Even though I say SmackDown is the A show now, and we got Roman Reigns on it, but SmackDown was kind of a little shitty today. I mean, last night. Reason why I say it was kind of shitty because first of all, it was less Roman Reigns. You didn't see Roman Reigns unless the beginning of the show or the middle of the show, the end of the show, but he was not wrestling. He was doing nothing but promos backstage, talking to the Usos or Jay Uso and providing him, I'm your master, or so many words, your head of the table tribal chief. You better do what the fuck I say, fuck your brother Jimmy. That's all he pretty much was just saying onto the whole show. He was but yeah, so overall was not okay because it's not just because it was that's Roman Reigns because something is missing on the show. And I kept on trying to think, wait a minute, something's missing. What's going on? Oh, I tell you what was going on. Uh, there was no Cesaro, and there was no tease of a Cesaro versus Roman Reigns match at Hell in a Cell. So who was Roman Reigns facing Hell in a Cell? Something tells me that they about to put the Hell in a Cell, make a Hell in a Cell match between Jimmy and Jey Uso. And next week is going to be when they unfold. When it's going to start being the build towards that match. I don't mind seeing Jimmy and Jey Uso in the Hell in a Cell match, make it an I Quit match too, like they did with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. So we can have Jimmy probably say I quit and join the forces of Roman Reigns. Because they already got history at the Hell in a Cell match what happened last year when Roman made Jey Uso quit, and he quit it because he see that Roman was putting Jimmy in a submission move and choking him out. And Jey Uso was like, I gotta say I quit. It's just to say my brother Jimmy Uso for Roman. And that's when Roman and Jey Uso was not, getting along at the time too, before Jey Uso finally joined Roman Reigns. They became a unstoppable force as they are right now. But things getting tested. Jey Uso's getting tested because Jimmy is trying to tell him, get Roman Reigns. Let's do what we was doing way before you start, being Jay's usual Roman Reigns bitch. He basically telling him, he keep on saying, I'm not like GU, so I'm not Roman Reigns bitch. So, we'll see how that comes, you know, how that goes. Hold on, hold on one second, guys. You should toilet paper. Nobody knows I got bad sinuses. Excuse me. I gotta get that fixed, man. Tired of having these bad sinuses. The weather don't make it no better, especially this Michigan weather. Michigan weather is bipolar weather. 1 minute it want to snow, 1 minute it want to, you know, green leaves is coming down from the trees, it's falling down. 1 minute it's summertime, we need a fan. Oh, I need a fan all year up here in this attic. That's what my room is as in the attic. So it's hot as hell all year, not just at summertime. So, you definitely know shit. I really go with it. Use the fan in summertime because it get worse in the summertime though. But yeah, we start the show with a Roman Reigns segment with Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy is talking about, he's all excited because he's getting ready for the match between the Street Profits with Jey Uso. So he's pretty much like excited at the beginning of the show. He's trying to pump Jey Uso up. But as soon as he leave the room, Roman Reigns is looking at Jey Uso. He's telling him, like just pretty much letting him know, don't forget, you know, you you with me, not Jimmy. Ooh, ooh. At that time too, Roman Reigns was acting like he was excited with Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, "You ready for the tag team match?" And he's like, "Oh, you ready? You ready for this match?" Ooh. Roman Reigns pretty much just saying, "You sure y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for the tag team titles? Okay, so do what y'all do." So as Jimmy Uso leaves the room, he's looking at Jey Uso like, "Don't you forget about me, though." Jimmy Uso said, "Listen, Oos, listen, Roman, uh, I'm with you. So I want you to know that I'm always with you. No, on everything I'm not with you." Or Ray said, "Tell Jim." I think he at that point he told him, "Tell Jimmy, tell your brother that, because I don't think he know whatever." So we start the show off with Street Profits, or the beginning of the show. Street Profits, I love them, man. They stay. This is why things are not interesting with the Smackdown tag team titles. Even though it was kind of a little bit better tonight, but it's still kind of the same old shit. We're gonna get into that too later on. But uh, other than that, when they was tag team champions, things were interesting. Now, I don't know what to tell you. They try to tell a story with the Ray and Dominic Mysterio thing, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not gonna shit on it because I don't know the future. Sometimes we shit on stuff we don't even know how it's gonna even turn out. Sometimes you do have to wait and see how shit turn out with the WWE, but I don't know, man. I'm not really that excited about the whole Ray and Dominic Mysterio aspect that's going on. But Street Profits, though, they start the show and they making fun of the Usos. They is hilarious, man. I think these are the two best tag teams we got right now in WWE regarding when it comes to the males, even better than the females that's out right now. I mean, Street Profits and the Usos, they got chemistry in the ring, and we'll talk about that too because they had a one hell of a match tonight. And there was one at one point in this tag team match when Jimmy, I mean Jay, is really making it look like that he's really on Jimmy's side because he saved Jimmy a little bit a couple times in this match. But and this is just a trick. So tune in to next week. You'll see what happens. But before this match did start, the Street Profits was talking about, oh, well, we're gonna go against them. You so crazy. You know, they were saying shit like that. They were saying, you so crazy. Uh, they were silly in this promo. I loved it and enjoyed it, especially when the Usos came out. The Usos came out, I was like, yeah, we still got it. We gonna still whoop your ass out. Don't think we don't got it no more because we ain't arrested for over a year. And then you got the Street Profits pretty much saying, you know, the reason why there's a reason why the Usos picked us to go against us to on SmackDown tonight. They picked us because they know we've been holding down the fort while they been gone, and we've been the number one tag team. So they pretty much saying the Usos' time is up and their time is down, whatever. But the match before the something that happened in this promo that was amazing. I believe Street Profits said something to the Usos. I can't remember it right now, but maybe I remember later on. But this match ended up happening. It was great. I mean, Street Profits, they got chemistry with the Usos. I can see in the future it's going to be Usos versus Street Profits a lot. It's probably going to be even a WrestleMania match. It might be a Survivor Series match. It's going to be at a big pay per view. The next match that they have against each other. It might even be at the Royal Rumble. Tag team titles getting defended. It might even happen sooner than that. So we'll keep up with what happens. But the Usos win. They won because I believe it was Jay Uso or it was either Jay or Jimmy that super kicked Street Profits. Uh, I mean Montez Ford. It went for the pin and won. It was great. I think at one point too, Jimmy, it looked like he was about to win. He did the super kick for uh, the other guy. What's that guy named Montez Ford? Buddy, the taxi. He super kicked him. He kicked out of it, and match went on a little bit longer. But Usos, of course, we all knew was going to win. They won. They even ended up being backstage talking to Adam Pearce. Jimmy saying, "Let's do it. Make the match, Adam. Make the match between me, Jay, and just Dominic and Rey Mysterio for the tag team titles next week." What I will say I like about the tag team champions right now, SmackDown is getting defended a lot, but why is we doing a lot of tag team titles getting defended or these Raw and SmackDown shows? It's like this is why the pay per views. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is why pay per views for WWE right now is not so exciting no more. Even when you get to the big pay per views, you wanna know why? Because defending the title used to be special. It used to be only for pay per views, and when they did defend the titles or Raw or SmackDown, it was like probably two times every out of every month. But now it's every fucking week now these titles getting defended on these shows. So you telling me what you gotta convince me why it's so special to buy your pay per views and shit. You ain't be glad you got the WWE Network because if you didn't have the WWE Network, Vince McMahon, I don't think nobody would buy your pay per views anymore at this point if the WWE Network didn't exist now. Because not just because of the price, but because people will be looking at like what's so special about pay per views now because pay per view matches is on Raw SmackDown. So now these pay per views don't even look exciting. AEW doing this shit too now, where they just defended these titles before pay per views. It's a mess. And same thing with NXT. NXT is defended. That's one thing I've been noticing though about NXT. these champions are not waiting for a takeover, NXT takeover, no more. It's getting defended inside of steel cage matches and on weekly ba- uh, um, a weekly show. NXT is they defended their titles on a weekly show now. It's not, oh, let's wait to NXT takeover. What's so special about it now? Okay, so now the tag team titles is going to be defended, which kind of makes sense now because we know the match that's really going to happen at Hell in Cell is to be Jey Uso. But like I said, what's missing with WWE right now? That's what's missing. Who's Roman Reigns opponent for Hell in Cell? It ain't damn sure it's Cesaro because the way that Seth Rollins came out tonight, and by the way, happy birthday to Seth Rollins. This is really is his birthday. It's not. I don't think it's just part of the show. I believe I did look up that his birthday is May the 28th or whatever. So happy birthday to Seth Rollins. But still don't make sense with the Seth Rollins whole thing because it's like okay, we're, we're making it all about Seth Rollins and Cesaro again. So I'm guessing Cesaro will come back next week and will be like, I want a rematch, me versus Seth, Hell in a Cell. I did say this though. I think I did say this last week. It kind of do make sense that Seth Rollins and Cesaro going against each other in Hell in a Cell, even though I say Hell in a Cell matches is for rivalries and grudge matches only. Even though they ain't had a whole lot of matches together, they kind of build up a lot of animosity against each other, Cesaro and Seth Rollins. So I'm kind of okay with the Hell in a Cell match, but who's Roman Reigns gonna face? You can't you can't just it still don't make sense because you can't just go from Roman Reigns and Cesaro at WrestleMania Backlash to Hell in a Cell, where Roman Reigns not having no opponent, Cesaro just going from the title, Universal title match to another Universal title match with Seth Rollins. Grudge wise, it makes sense, but championship goals and stuff like that for Cesaro, it don't make sense because he's going from wanting a championship match with Roman Reigns to let me face Seth Rollins for some period dumb reason, or because we had a grudge match, or because I started with the whole airplane move. So get ready too, because Cesaro's going to do the airplane move again at Hell in a Cell. So that's what this being built up for. And then as soon as he faced Roman Reigns, he can't even do the airplane move. Roman Reigns beat his ass. It was the best star and wins. I mean, it's not, it's not Roman Reigns' fault, but it's just like, why is y'all keep burying Cesaro? Not supposed to be excited to see him. I'm not. Okay. And we go to Tamina and Natalia versus the Riot Squad. I think this match actually didn't end up in a roll up. Yeah, it did because it ended up with the Tamina Superfly move. I don't know what was so exciting about that match at all. It was the same old shit, except for you going against the Riot Squad, even though, yeah, they didn't go against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jackson again. That was amazing. I'm glad that didn't happen. But yeah, really, I didn't really care about this match because Liv Morgan is so talented. Why she's with Ruby Wyatt again? I mean, I don't know. Liv Morgan, I thought she was going to be paired up with Alexa Bliss. I would have rather see that than see her with Ruby Wyatt again. I'm sorry, but y'all buried Ruby Wyatt so bad. And Liv Morgan, even though y'all buried her so bad, I feel like she got a chance. The reason why she got a chance because nobody never see nobody never see greatness in Liv Morgan. Everybody just used to look at Liv Morgan as just another pretty face. That's it. But Ruby Wyatt, everybody just knew that she was gonna be badass. So that's why she's so buried right now because everybody had high hopes for her. Then Vince McMahon got his little scrubby hands on her, and look what happened to her now. She's buried. Liv Morgan, people already think she's not gonna be the next big thing. So it will be good to see people just sneak up and just I mean Vince McMahon just sneak up on us and just put her over for some reason out of nowhere. But we know that ain't gonna happen. He probably ain't gonna never push that boy just like he ain't gonna push Ruby Wyatt anytime soon. And Ruby Wyatt still need to be pushed. Be I don't know. I don't get it. But to me, the Natalia wins, but whoopie doo. Nobody really care about this match. This was a commercial break match. This was a where's my remote when I need it match. I mean, there wasn't nothing amazing about this match because you got these female tag teams that ain't really on fire right now. You only got one tag team. You got all these matches are. I don't know. It's like it's all these only title to me that makes sense in WWE right now is the United States Champion and the Intercontinental Champion. And the Universal Champion makes sense too, but there really ain't no opponents for the Universal title. There's no opponents for the WWE title. I mean, when you look at who's next, you're like, only person that's really next is Seth Rollins when he turned babyface, or Shinsuke Nakamura for the Universal title. Other than that, it's like there's nothing. There's nothing really to be excited about with these titles or Raw and SmackDown. And you just really just dialed everything the Universal title meant now because now y'all put the Universal title on the back burner for the Jimmy and Jay Uso feud. And I don't mind a Jimmy and Jay Uso feud that's about to happen at Hell in a Cell, but you still could have put the Universal title on the line. And this is how I would have pictured it. Roman Reigns to finish Universal title, and I guess it don't even have to be a Hell in a Cell match. Yeah. Have a win, and as soon as he win, he's leaving out. Jay Uso is already outweighing him because now the next match is the main event. Now he's waiting for Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. He has a little face off with Roman Reigns while Roman Reigns is holding the title around his shoulder and leaving out with Paul Heyman. And then he leaves, and then starts the Jimmy and Jay Uso Hell in a Cell match. Then Roman Reigns come out later on. Yep, Jay wins, and, and Lord, you know what they're gonna do with the Hell in a Cell match. They're gonna they're gonna literally have for the Hell in a Cell match. Now, I bet this was gonna happen. Roman Reigns gonna come in, do his submission move, and tell Jimmy probably say he quit. Yeah, hold on. Oh, okay. I'm up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But the Jimmy and Jay Uso thing, like I say, the Hell in a Cell match. Uh, and Roman Reigns, it should end that way. With Roman Reigns doing his finishing move, his submission move on Jimmy, and Jay Uso takes the mic and have Jimmy hey Jimmy, say you quit. And he finally says he quit. No, not no have him pass out like they've been doing a lot of that. Having these wrestlers pass out with submission moves. And it don't make sense. Uh, hold on. Yeah, yeah. You don't know I'm live right now. Yeah, well, yeah. But yeah, like I said, let's just talk about like to be the Natalia versus Riot Squad, whatever. Now we can talk about Carmella versus Bianca Belair. That match ended up happening. Uh, wasn't that really amazing? You get Carmella in the backstage and she's talking about uh, how she won the Money in the Bank twice, and she put on some lip gloss or whatever, talking to whoever was interviewing her backstage. It wasn't Caleb Braxton. I gotta get to know these new editors because every time I look around, we got all these new interviews going on now. These people that's doing the interviews, you know, we went from Renee Young to Caleb Braxton, well, to Charles Caruso, then Caleb Braxton, but look like Caleb Braxton gonna be the one to take the place of both of them. Charles Caruso so talented they got rid of her. Carmella, Bianca Belair though. I love the Bailey. Bailey is just like I say, it's kind of like they let Bailey outshine Bianca Belair a little bit. She getting on the announce table and she's laughing and she just talking shit through the whole match. And then at the end, she laugh in her face, Bianca Belair. She laugh at Bianca Belair talking about is this who you are called champion? She keep on mentioning about the whole ponytail incident. About she only won because she used that ponytail for use to win or whatever. And Michael Cole said, but she didn't use it. She only used it because you kept on trying to use her ponytail to beat her, but she ended up using it against you. So what? Why are you complaining? Woo? She told us, that what happened. I love what she said. Ding dong, hello. I love Bailey, man. But Bianca Belair, she wins. She beat Carmella. Thank goodness it wasn't about a roll up. It was about a kiss of death. Carmella, listen, Carmella being champion again. Carmella, she so has improved. That's the thing. When she's not champion now she improved. When she was champion, she was god awful. Nobody cared about her when she was champion. As soon as she won a champion, it was like, okay, okay, now I see what they doing with this. So yeah, Carmella did a great job with this match with Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair won. Ooh. So we get Seth Rollins next. He comes out with the segment. He's talking about his birthday. He's making fun of Cesaro. All he do is just laughing about Cesaro, talking about, oh, look at this. It was funny. He's like, listen, I got the recording, audio recording of Cesaro, how it sounds while Cesaro's in the hospital bed or whatever, and you can hear the noise, you know, beep, you know when they take you off of life support and shit. Seth Rollins is a good heel right now. I like him as a heel, but something tells me that he's such a great heel right now. I mean, him being a good heel right now is going to set him up. Hold on, set him up to being a great baby face. So when he faces Roman Reigns, people will be behind it. Will go, get behind it. But I'm kind of glad they're not going after the Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins match yet. I think that should wait till Royal Rumble to tell you the truth, and then just let Roman Reigns feud with Cena. And then after he feud with Cena, let him feud with Shinsuke Nakamura, and let him feud with Cesaro for a while this year too. You know, let the Cesaro lose for the Raw or something with a WWE title. So he should get some type of reward after pushing Roman Reigns. Not okay, he push Roman Reigns, now go to catering. Don't do that to Cesaro. How long that man been there? Y'all still haven't did anything with the guy. Okay, just give him tag team titles and that's it. So that's all Seth Rollins did this segment. We're gonna move on to that. Move on to this. Because right now I'm not feeling good with my sinuses and trying to really hurry up with this show. So I got a lot of things to do and then tomorrow I really got shit to do. But yeah, Apollo Crews versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens win by disqualification because Aziz interfered by doing Umaga's old move, you know, with the thumb and shit. But he should change the name of it to the Nigeria something, Nigeria thumb. I forget what it's called. But Kevin Owens sold the move real good. As soon as he got hit with that move, he was like, I mean, Kevin Owens is amazing. And Vince McMahon is stupid. He hate no Kevin Owens because he is a weight. But yeah, you put the title on Yokozuna a long time ago. Come on now. Be real with yourself. Man. Kevin Owens is way more in better shape than some Yokozuna. Okay? Yeah. Yokozuna is a legend. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing bad about Yokozuna. I don't think it was nothing wrong with putting him in the title picture. It's just like you can't just say okay with one thing and say no with the other thing. Okay? And say, oh, he's already put Yokozuna as champion because he's the Rock's cousin, even though he was. The Rock wasn't famous at all yet, but still, that whole family had a lot of pull, and everybody loved that family, the Samoa family, whatever. And so as soon as The Rock came, you knew it was gonna be hard to put over The Rock. But Apollo Crews, it was a good match, but it wasn't nothing really memorable about this match except for back and forth between Kevin Owens and Apollo Crews. I think you got Aziz having him where will having him really lose because he ended up losing the match. Uh, what was the name? Apollo Crews. Kevin Owens on backstage. He's still selling the move real good. They looking after him, trying to make sure he's okay. He talks to Adam Pearce and he says, "Give me Apollo Crews or something like that. I want Apollo Crews and Aziz right now or something." And Apollo Pearce said, "How about this next week on SmackDown? Uh, Apollo Crews put his title on live against you on SmackDown live next week." So Kevin Owens is going to get a title match next week on SmackDown. So we'll see how that goes. Even though we know it's gonna be under the fuck finish. Like I said, why with all these title matches? Even though I'm glad that they keep on advertising everything to make us tune into SmackDown. And like they giving us something a reason to watch, like the tag team titles getting defended between the Dominic and Rey Mysterio and Jimmy and Jey Uso. At least we got something to look forward to for next week. But still, who's going to face the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns? And that's something that's confusing me right now. Because now y'all took Cesaro out of the fucking picture. We get another Reigns and Jey Uso segment. And Roman Reigns tells Jey Uso something funny. He said, "Jay, I just care about you. I just." First he tell him, "Oh, so you really gonna do this? Huh? You really gonna do this tag team championship match? What about us?" And he said, "I made you. I made you the man all this year. I put you to where you are right now. So I just don't want people to say when you have this match next week. I just don't want people to say which one are you because they twins, Jimmy and Jay Uso. So Roman said, I don't want nobody. I just don't want nobody to start saying which one are you. So he played with Jay Uso's head a little bit right now. Let him know you better because you already know they got planned for next week, but they're just not telling nobody of course right now. But Roman Reigns, Jay Uso already made a plan, but he tried to stay in Jay Uso's head just to make sure Jay Uso know you better be on my side because I'm still your head of the table and your tribal chief. So we know Roman Reigns. The whole thing is going to be about Roman Reigns helping Jay Uso beat, coming out next week and beat the hell out of Jimmy along with Jay Uso. Jay Uso going to turn on Jimmy, and right after the right Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio wins and leaves out the ring, then that's when you'll see Ray come out and beat the shit out of Jimmy along with Jay. So you'll hear Ray say, "You're not wearing no tag team titles with Jay, with your cousin Jay, until you acknowledge me. That's the that's your head of the table." Because you have to remember, Jimmy still haven't acknowledged Roman. You think Roman gonna let Jimmy Uso get away with that? No, he's not. So that's what happened with the backstage segment. After that segment, though, we get a Nakamura and Chad Gable whole thing going on. Otis attack Chad. I mean, Otis. And first of all, when did Chad Gable and Otis become heels? I must have missed that part. They heels now. They attack that Nakamura. So this means they bad guys now. If y'all don't know what a heel means bad, a bad guy or a bad girl in the WWE. Be a bad, not babyface means you're a good guy or a good girl in the WWE, whatever. In the audience, you're a fan favorite. The fans hate you if you're a heel, if you're a bad guy, whatever. Nakamura wins, and they're gonna see them win by the rule of we run with the King Shuska. But you got Baron Corbin, of course. First of all, Rick Boogs. I love that guy, Rick Boogs. Even though his name sounds like boobs, but it's Boogs, Boogs. But I like him. He attacked Baron Corbin because Baron Corbin's trying to leave with the crowd and get his crowd back. And here comes Rick Boogs and tackle with a forearm in the back of the neck. He's, he played that good ass guitar or whatever. He's a good guitar player. Then you get Nakamura. Uh, I love Nakamura. It's amazing that this man won a Royal Rumble, but then wouldn't delete title yet. If it's the case, he was trying to put the title on him yet. It's a damn shame. But me and my boy Gerald Struck, we call him Shit Stain Nakamura. Shit Stain Nakamura. We're not saying something bad about him. We just being silly. But Nakamura attacked. He won. He beat Chad Gable. Uh, yeah, he able to give his crown back. Shit, it's just game. Shit Stain Nakamura. Nakamura wins. Not by a roll out. Thank God. And here comes Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, and guess what? That match is in a run up. Uh, they didn't show who attacked Rey Mysterio before the match started because before they went into commercial, they had showed Rey Mysterio down on his knees praying. Dominic is telling him, "Hey, the match is almost about to start. We're about to get ready to defend our titles in a minute." They telling us, and Rey's like, "All right, I'll be here in a minute." Ray gets attacked from behind. Nobody knows who does the attack. Well, common sense, we all know that it was either Robert Roode or Dolph Ziggler, both of them that did the attack. And then ran to the ring and act like, oh, we don't know who did it. And they get on the mic with Dolph Ziggler is telling them. Dolph Ziggler is funny too because he talking to the ref, but he said, first of all, he said this too. He said, uh, we need to forfeit the match. Ain't you supposed to forfeit the match uh, because forfeit the match because Jimmy is talking about Jimmy because Ray just got knocked out. Woo. So you hear it is they try to forfeit the match so they can become tag team champions. So we can automatically get our tag team titles back now. Now it's a forfeit. Ray Mysterio got attacked. Even though we didn't do the attack, we really wanted to fight tonight. Yeah, right. They was lying. So you get Dolph Ziggler talking and everything. Backstage, they show Rey Mysterio on the ground. You're like, oh. And then you hear Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio is pretty much saying, uh, I'm about to go defend the titles without that because he did it for me Sunday when I was attacked. So I'm about to go ahead and do it for you, Dad. I'll be right back. Let me go defend these titles. Make sure Dad be okay or whatever. Or the officials or whatever is looking after Rey Mysterio. Here comes Dominic Mysterio. He comes out. Same old. He gets his ass beat through the whole match, and then he finally get get the better of the Dirty Dogs, or whatever you call the tag team. Once again, Robert Roode should be fighting for the Universal title or something. I don't know, but this is what I was going to say. Dolph Ziggler said something that made you laugh my ass off. This is what Dolph Ziggler said. He said when Dominic Mysterio came out, he kept on still begging the referee, please don't let this match happen. He said, I really don't want to beat up Dominic Mysterio, but this is what he said. He said, this is child abuse. He's still making fun of the fact that he's the son of Rey Mysterio. He look like a teenager. And they not taking him seriously as a wrestler. And laughing at him every time he comes out or whatever. So, so when he came out, he said, this is child abuse. I laugh at that one. That was the funniest moment. The funniest moment of the night. Now, the best match of the night was the tag team match that happened at the beginning. I would have rather had that tag team match happen at the end rather, but well, I guess you could say it was okay because after Dominic Mysterio won, but he won as soon as Rey Mysterio came out as distraction. As soon as Rey Mysterio came out, Dominic went for the roll up head. It was the most dangerous move in the world. I'm so tired of the roll ups. At least it was only one roll up last night on SmackDown, at least. But yeah, Rey Mysterio comes out, but he does not wrestle not one time. As soon as he comes out, Dominic Mysterio goes for the roll up head, and he wins. And as soon as Rey Mysterio comes in and look after he done got his ass beat backstage, he's looking after Dominic, making sure he's okay. After he got attacked through the whole match or whatever, but still won by the roll or whatever. Here comes the Usos. They come out, but you can see the look on Jay Uso's face that he's not really for his brother Jimmy. Uh, I don't although if you notice, Jimmy is tapping Jey Uso, like tapping him on the shoulder, like, yeah, we about to win these tag team titles next week. But Jey Uso is looking, I don't want them saying which one is you, like Roman Reigns said. That's how he looking. So you see Roman Reigns in the backstage and Paul Heyman, and they both looking at the TV like, we're gonna show Jimmy next week on SmackDown. Beat his ass. That's how they looking. So it's gonna be interesting watching SmackDown next week. At least we got something to look forward to. Again, the whole thing that's stupid and retarded is why his Universal title is not getting defended at Hell in Cell. He basically just pretty much let us know that not gonna happen at Hell in Cell. Then the Universal title being defended because Cesaro was beaten up and he still feuded with Seth Rollins, and it don't make no damn sense. Okay, but, but then again, like I said, the Dirty Dogs they lost. Usos versus Mysterio next week. They're gonna win against the Usos, but still, this match still gonna happen at SummerSlam. Usos versus Rey Mysterio. Thought Mysterio with the tag team titles for them. They just right now trying to get Jimmy Uso in the bandwagon of the head of the table of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. They're trying to get them together. So we'll see what happens next week on SmackDown. But that's all that happened on the show. Uh, now we gotta tune in to Raw. Excuse me, guys. I just don't feel good. Ooh, that's why I'm about to get off of here in like 5 minutes. But this show, SmackDown was your average SmackDown show. It wasn't the best. It still was better than Raw, even though with the whole Roman Reigns and the Hell in Cell, not getting defended the Universal title. But at least I can say SmackDown was a better show than Raw still. Raw was still fucking horrible. And we'll see what happens on Raw this Monday, and we'll see what happens on SmackDown next week. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. I don't know, is that whoever is showing that's on this room, this channel right now, I'll be like, go ahead and put a like on it if you've been on here all this time. But support my channel. But yeah, like I say, SmackDown really, really didn't care for it that much because you had less of a Roman Reigns on the show. You did have Roman Reigns. At least you could at least had a number one contender match for the WWE champion, since the Universal Champion since Monday Night Raw. I mean, since Cesaro is too busy still feuding with Seth Rollins, you could have had a number one contender battle royal match or something. Has this thing Nakamura be the number one contender for Hell in Cell, but not inside of a Hell in Cell match, but just a one-on-one match. You know, give Sustain Nakamura a chance to be the title picture again or something. But in typical WWE fashion, they don't think about shit. So now we got to deal with the shit. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Take me a drink, get drunk, play some video games, smoke. Until then, all right. See you next time. Peace.